If you need to mute them, you can exit out and go up. You got it. How do you go to participants? No.
What is up, everybody? How you guys doing tonight? Put in the chat if you guys are having a good night. Please, just to start off, mute all your mics. Please just mute your mics now so that there's no interruptions throughout the presentation tonight. Thank you guys for being on the call and everything. You know, you could be doing anything else tonight. You know, I'm sure you guys have friends that are out there, celebrating Taco Tuesday and everything, but you know, they don't really have anything to celebrate. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your night to be here with us, because we know how valuable that is. And you know, the value of time is irreplaceable nowadays. But with technology and everything like that, we have been able to utilize so much more of our time into a condensed manner, and that has allowed us to do so much more than we used to be able to do. And that is exactly what we are doing here. We are just simply trying to take advantage of the technological times to be able to better our future and really provide an explosion of success in our lives. And so my name, guys, is Chase Leone. I've been part of IML for about 10 months now, and it has been such an incredible journey. I've made a lot of changes in my life for the better. You know, I was going about 2.5 years through college, pretty much failing almost as many classes as I was passing. And, you know, this really was shocking to myself as I came out of high school as a 4.0 GPA straight A student. And I thought, you know, maybe there was something wrong with me. You know, maybe there was something wrong with the people I was around. Maybe it was even just the classes I was going to, you know, that really didn't fit in with my life or my personality. So I decided to make a change from that and start to discover education outside of the traditional classroom setting. And I ran into a couple of books by the man here, Robert Kiyosaki. If you guys have not heard of him, look him up online. He is an incredible man, incredible business guy. You know, does a lot in real estate, and he came up with these 4 ways that people make money. So it starts off with, you know, the employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. And through my first couple of years in college, you know, I was having to work 30, 35, 40, sometimes even 45 hours a week while trying to go to school full time, while trying to still play sports and everything. And I've realized that, you know, there has to be some other way. There has to be a way that, you know, I can make more money than I am currently without having to, you know, bust my ass as hard as I have been for so long. So I was presented with this cash flow quadrant in one of Robert Kiyosaki's first books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it really changed my whole perspective and outlook on the ways that I can make money and how I can use that money to work for me instead of having to trade my time, you know, for money. I'm able to learn how to trade my money for money. So I'm not trying to bash, you know, having a job or trying to, you know, start your own practice or anything like that. If you're a lawyer or a doctor, you know, they're self-employed sometimes when they start their own practice, because as soon as they stop working, you know, they don't get paid anymore. So there's 95% of people in this world that live on that left side, but they're having to fight over 5% of the wealth in the world. And when I saw that didn't make sense to me. Like, why is there so many of these people that are having to fight each other over such a small slice of the pie? I wanted to know how I can get onto that right side with the business owners and investors where only 5% of the people live, but 95% of the wealth is contained. So I was wondering, what ways can I find this path? What changes to my life can I make that will get me from the left side to the right side of this quadrant? And, that's where I found Forex. I was introduced by some people in the area, and, I had no idea what Forex was when I started. But then, after talking with them a little bit, I realized that I had unknowingly participated in the foreign exchange market multiple times in the past, just through traveling outside of the country. So if anybody else in this call has been out of the country, drop that in the chat, throw where you have been, some experiences or whatever, just connect with everybody else. So I didn't know that I was actually participating, but then now that I knew that I had participated in the past, I realized that now I can do this from my phone or pretty much any device that I can connect to the internet to anywhere in the world. I am able to access this financial market, the largest financial market in the world, guys. It is currently at over $5 trillion a day in volume, and that's just the traditional Forex market. Now that there's cryptos and everything like that, that number jumps to almost $10 trillion a day. That's an incredible amount of money. So, I've found Forex and everything, but I didn't know anything about it. I just had a couple of buddies and whatever just telling me, showing me how to use the apps and whatnot. But, I didn't have that education. I didn't have that knowledge to be able to do it myself. So I found iMarketsLive. And here we have a first-class Forex education platform, and we are currently the largest Forex education platform in the world. It was founded almost 5 years ago. We're coming up to that huge milestone. They say 90% of businesses do not make it past that 5-year mark, with many of them failing before the end of even that first year. So to be able to reach this milestone is huge, and it just shows the success that we're grabbing and everything like that. And if you notice the date there, July 4th, guys, the CEO of the company intentionally did that because he wanted to provide the financial freedom to the people who their lives have always been based off of independence and freedom. We expanded outside of the country. We're currently in over 120 countries now, debt-free, privately owned, no third-party services. That's great to see. And now we have the people that made this dream come true, the ones that created this vision that we have here. Starting off, we have Christopher Terry, the CEO. He has been playing in the markets for over 20 years now, guys, and he is an absolute monster. He's made over $85 million in the market now to date, and is just absolutely one of the all-stars, a legend, pinnacle success that this man has reached in this game and in the markets. Right next to him, his wife, Isis De La Torre. She is the CFO of the company, manages a lot of the financial side, make sure everybody gets paid. And believe it or not, she's the one that actually got Chris Terry into trading Forex. So, it's not just a man's game or anything. There are absolute lady bosses that kill this market and are huge influencers. Up next, we have Alex Morton, Executive Vice President, the youngest Vice President in all of network marketing. And guys, he made his first million by the age of 23. He is now 28 years old and makes a lot more than that. Ivan Tapia, absolute legend in the international game. He's just destroying it in the foreign countries, especially the Latin American countries. And he currently sits at the #1 Latino network marketer in the entire world. So he is absolutely dominating that whole entire sector of the planet. So how are we able to distinguish ourselves from other companies? Because, there are other companies that do this type of work, but the difference with us is that none of what we do is guaranteed. You go to college, you study for 4 years, maybe a couple years longer, if you could try and go farther than that. But when you get out of that and you graduate, the college isn't guaranteeing you that you will get a job in that field. You then have to go out and prove to these employers that, you're good enough and qualified to do that. So, we don't guarantee any success, but we provide you the tools to be able to reach those successes. We're not an investment company. We are simply an education platform. So we do not handle your investments, and we do not make money from your trades. We do not profit off that. We are here to educate you how to trade on your own time with your own style that you learn from the tools that we provide. And right now, we currently sit at just above 80,000 customers. And guys, less than a year ago when I got into this, we had just about 35,000 customers. So almost a double increase in less than a year. So that's insane power that we're holding in this industry and everything like that. And we're not stopping at 80,000. We're not even stopping at 200,000, not even 500,000 people, guys. We are looking to empower 1 million people by 2020. And you know what? We are right at the beginning right now, and we have a hold of so much power that we are able to provide to other people. A lot of successful and wealthy people in this world, they acquire that success and wealth because they caught a trend before it was obvious to the masses. And that is what we have here. We have a trend that is so new, so at the beginning, that it is impossible for us to reach success if we put in the work and the effort that we need to. So now that's enough from me. We have tons of products and everything like that. And I'm going to bring up a special individual that is going to go over that. And this man, I met a couple years ago through some mutual friends and whatnot. And then we had a couple classes here and there. And he was actually sitting next to me in one when I got started and saw me, learning all this new stuff. And I was like, hey man, just come out to a meeting, come out to a call or something. You have to see this. And next thing you know, 6 months later, we're now roommates, best friends, business partners, whatever. And we're just absolutely loving this journey, this experience that we're getting to go through together. So without further ado, here's Colton.
Awesome. What is up, guys? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Shout out to Chase right there, guys. He has been crushing it on the reading. Let me tell you, he had a mentor tell him back in October, November that told him, don't never trust a man that's TV is bigger than the library. And Chase really took that to heart. He's sitting there like, man, I got a 46-inch TV. What am I going to do about this? So now he's on a mission to crush 47 books this year. So everybody shout out to him. He's been killing it on the reading and bringing that knowledge to everybody else around him. Thank you again, guys, for hopping on here. Before I dive into, what we are utilizing day to day to learn and be profitable in these markets, I wanted to go over, what brought me here in front of you guys right now and letting you know about this opportunity as well. So like a lot of you, I was just out there searching, for a different way to do things. So, I grew up probably a lot like you guys. I went through high school, graduated, went to college, came down here to Florida Gulf Coast University, got a job over at a restaurant, and I was pursuing a business management degree. So for the past 3.5 years, I've been pursuing this degree and working basically next to and up the corporate ladder in the restaurant. And there's just something missing, guys. I was getting into these positions. They were asking me at the age of 19, 20, 21 years old to hop on a 50, 60K salary. And I was just like, man, why did I just go through 3.5 years? And 60K is all you can give me, you guys. So I just knew I had more out there to go for. So I started searching around a little bit, and I came across that cash flow quadrant that Chase was talking about. And when I saw that, guys, I was like, why am I only learning one path to success? I saw that quadrant. I was like, I've only been taught, how to be part of that E, how to be part of that S, that left side of the quadrant. What's up with that 5% sitting over there on the right side? Why can't I be educated about that as well? So that's exactly what I went to do, guys. I went to search. And, where do we go to search things? Google, guys. I started hitting websites, learning, seeing what investing was about. I knew about the New York Stock Exchange, and I knew about a couple things, but never really had the guidance, to really show me the ways. And then, like Chase was talking about one day in class, we're sitting down. He comes in, he pulls up his phone, and he's got some blue numbers going off on his phone. I'm like, bro, what you got going on there? I'd seen a couple of these charts up on his computer a couple days before. I'm like, this shit looks weird. I don't know what he's got going on. He's like, it's actually the foreign exchange market. And, I'm able to do this, right off my phone with technology. I was like, bro, that's crazy. And, he told me to come out to an event. I went out to one, and a couple weeks later, guys, I hopped in and I was ready to go. So again, knowing nothing about investing, pursuing a business degree, a little bit of marketing as well, but really had no prior knowledge coming into this. So that's where I'm going to dive into, the first product we have here that is really for the beginner guys, and it's the IML Academy. All right, so this is where you'll come in and you're going to treat this like the Harvard of Forex, guys. Just like you go take a class at a university or a high school, you're going to come in here and you're going to go through 60 plus videos of step-by-step instructions on how to be a consistent and profitable trader in the markets. All right, and when you come in, what everyone is telling me, go to basics 1, 2, 3, and 4 and do technical analysis, and you're going to understand everything. So my first 2 weeks, that's what I did. Hopped in, basics 1, 2, 3, 4, technical analysis. And I tell you what, guys, what I learned in those 2 weeks, like really expanded my mind and saw the bigger picture of the power of this opportunity. All right. So I got through those after the basics, they have intermediate, advanced, and like mindset. And this is all done by Christopher Terry himself, the CEO. He put this together along with a couple other individuals to give us, again, those step-by-step instructions to learn the lingo, to learn the patterns, and to really understand what's going in the market from knowing nothing from before, guys. So you take that, your first couple of weeks, getting through basics 1, 2, 3, 4, and technical analysis, and then you're able to then utilize a second product that we have called iMarketsLive TV, or IML TV for short. So you're going to combine the education that you got through the basics and technical, and now apply this to a live webinar with a 6- and 7-figure trader, and you're going to apply what you learned and listen to them on how they do their charts. So guys, you literally log in, and there's educators at any time during the day, whether it's at 12 a.m., 2 a.m., 12 p.m., 5 o'clock in the afternoon, guys, we have somebody on for you. You'll hop on a live call with them. It'll share their screen of their chart. They're speaking. There's a chat box right there, and you guys are just communicating back and forth for an hour and a half, going over the charts. You're seeing, their mindset of it, their entries, what they're looking for, and it's just a really helpful tool to go along with the education you're getting in the academy. Now, again, we are an international company, so we have multiple languages, so we can cater to anyone around the world. Again, many trading different sessions that I talked about, and these are actually all recorded. So if you're not able to hop on to a session that you wanted to get on, you could go back later and re-watch it. And again, that won't be live, but you can learn so much by just seeing these experts set up and apply that to, again, your education as you're going through. All right, so the next product, the harmonic scanner, guys, this you're going to take the basics and the live webinar, and now you're going to see a product that is privately owned by iMarketsLive itself, and you're provided all the info to a trade, guys. This harmonic scanner is basically a math algorithm that always shows up in the markets and finds patterns for you. So it is set up to scan the markets. All right, it's going to find a precise entry point for you, give you that entry price, and you'll go ahead and you'll take that and just plug it straight into your MetaTrader 4, which is the free app that we download to do this, guys. We're able to tap into this $5.3 trillion market right off a free app off our phone. So you can enter the stop loss and then the take profits below, and basically see the setups that these expert traders are giving you. Now, believe it or not, we had a guy in Trinidad take 900 trades off this harmonic scanner, and 800 of them came back positive, which is about a 90% success rate. Now, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy to hear, guys. So, this product is working. People are winning from this product, and honestly, I think it's one of the most overseen products because a lot of people aren't utilizing everything that we offer here. So again, people are winning off of this. It is showing you high probability patterns that are going on in the markets. After that, we're going to dive into the web analyzer. So this is basically for someone that, has a little bit more time on their hands, and it goes along with the harmonic scanner where it's going to scan the market for these algorithms, but it's going to do it on a lower time frame for you. So with the harmonic scanner, you may be looking at an hour or hour 4 chart. With this, it'll be lower, like a 15-minute chart. So you'll receive, more precise entries and setups. And then again, you're going to combine this with your trading strategy. And it's just another tool to help you, come in. It'll shoot you a trade idea. Again, it's all up to you. You can take it or not. You mark it up, and you can put that right into your app. And then that dives us over into the swing trades. This is the learn and earn with Christopher Terry himself, guys. So every Sunday or Monday, Chris himself will send us out a video recording of his analysis of the markets that week. He'll go over a couple pairs, weekly forecasts, and analyze the major pairs that are going on. And you can learn techniques from him himself. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if I have a guy that's been working 20 plus years in the market, isn't an 8-figure trader, and he gives me a trade setup where he gives me an entry and points where to get out, I'm not really going to go against that. I'm probably going to listen to him and, put it in and see where it goes and learn from that. So this is an awesome product that, again, we're able to tap right into our CEO every single week, and we're able to listen to what he's looking at and how we can capitalize off of his knowledge as well. So our last product, guys, that I'm going to go over is Swipe Trades. This is probably our hottest product right now, just because it makes it super, super simple and easy. And it really shows how you're able to earn while you are learning, utilizing these products and learning this skill set that you're going to be able to use for the rest of your life. So Swipe Trade is basically an app that Christopher Terry created that'll send you trade alerts straight to your phone or tablet or whatever you're using. And again, these are 6- and 7-figure traders that he has put together, or he has brought together in this platform, and they will send us, again, their setups with entries and stop losses and take profits, and you can copy and paste these straight from the app over to your MetaTrader 4. And again, a super, super easy way to supplement your income during your day-to-day routine, guys. The biggest thing for me when I saw this was, like I was telling you, I was working really hard at my job. I've been working 40 hours a week since I started. So I saw this as a way to do it as a part-time supplement off my phone while, I'm still doing my day-to-day routine with my job. And it was just really changing after that point, because I saw how much time I was freeing up being able to utilize these products and create another source of income for myself and not trading all of my time at work, guys. And when it comes down to it, it's because I got surrounded by the right people. I got surrounded by the right mentors that were pushing me more and more every day. And that's where I'm going to bring up a really close friend that I've been working with for the past year. He's been in this business for 2 years now. He's absolutely crushed it on every level. He is very educated on the subject, and not only does he have so much knowledge up there, but he goes out and shares it. He shares it with everyone, guys. And you hear that knowledge is power. Well, if you read a lot or, have all this knowledge and you're not really sharing it or teaching others, then it's really not powerful knowledge, guys. You got to go out there and share it with people. And that's what he's doing every single day. This man builds relationships on and offline like there's no tomorrow, guys. He's always relating with people. I'm over at his house probably 8 times a week, it seems like. So, just being surrounded by him and everyone else, it's really got me going in this. So I'm going to bring him up now. Dylan Waxler, here you are.
Love it, man. Appreciate these guys as always. Appreciate you guys on the call as well. Man, Chase has just been absolutely killing it in every aspect. In the markets, he's been doing trainings for the squad. Colton, I don't know how much % he just made this week. You guys probably don't even want to know. It'll probably scare you a little bit, guys, because hundreds of % in the market is an everyday thing. Hundreds of %. Think about the last 10 years, the last 5 years, how much money have you made off the money that's flown through your bank account? Most of the time, for most people, it's not much, you know? And so really at the end of the day, for the people here on the call, we have to realize that this is one of the most important things that you could be doing right now with your time, you know, and it's regardless whether it's this opportunity. The reason why this is so important goes back to what Chase said at the beginning of the call. We need to adapt to these times that are coming. You guys think that the changes technology has you know, been rapidly changing? It hasn't even begun. It hasn't even begun, guys. You haven't had. I could go. I don't want this call to go on for too long, but guys, realize that we are going through the largest shift of wealth ever because of technology, and we're also the most socially connected generation ever because of technology. And saved on the story. And so those two things like really changed my entire mindset when I realized that. And then on top of that, I realized one other thing, that 10 people in the world have as much money as half of the world combined. 10 people in the world have as much money as half, like I'll say it again because like food for thought, let that sink in for a second. 10 people in the world have as much money as half of the world combined. You know, that just absolutely blew my mind. I knew there was a better way. And, you know, for those, let me see who's on this call real quick. For those who don't know me, my name is Dylan Waxler. I'm 24 years old, and I graduated over here at Florida Gulf Coast University in Fort Myers. And I really tossed my degree to the side for a little bit because I saw all the changes in technology and just the changes in general. I mean, for those who don't know who Darren Hardy is, you know, he said in 1900, there were 5,000 millionaires. In 2000, 100 years later, at the turn of the century, there was 5 million millionaires. By 2010, there was 10 million millionaires. By 2020, there will be 20 million millionaires. Guys, it's 2018. There's about 18 million millionaires in the United States. Are you going to be one of them in the years to come? I mean, the opportunity is there for us. So like I said, we're not here to sell you on anything. We're here to share with you this opportunity. Because if we don't, someone else is going to share it with you. So at the end of the day, this Forex thing, this crypto thing, it's absolutely just the beginning. I mean, most people don't even know what Forex is. You know, most people don't know what Forex is. And here's another fascinating fact. Now, 1 out of every 3 people want to be an entrepreneur. 1 out of every 3 people want to work for themselves. It's just a fact. So we're all here trying to share this, guys. The more value that you're able to bring to other people, the more that you're going to get out of life. When I'm not talking just about finance, I'm talking getting wealthy in all aspects. You want to be wealthy in relationships. You want to be wealthy in health. You want to be wealthy in finances. That's what this is all about. And that's who I got surrounded by. I got surrounded by the right group of guys. So this page is like skipped over a lot other times, but this is actually one of the most important pages because if you're watching this and you're like, wow, you know, this is incredible, you know, like I was, you're like, I need to figure out how to get started. Like this is some crazy stuff, you know, realize that it is going to be a lot, right? You're going to come in, you're learning a whole new skill set. This is like going to school, right? Going to a university. So just realize when you come in, you're going to have all the support needed. We're not trying to just sell you and sign you up or get you started. We are here to actually become your business partner, right? Whoever got you on this call, they got you on this call because they like you, they trust you, and they respect you enough to actually want to work with you, to actually want to become a business partner with you and really start to learn this and get this skill set down, right? And we're not here to take your money. We don't do that. We are here to teach you how to fish so you could fish for the rest of your life, you know, and that's what the training and support is all about. So, you know, think about who you're surrounding yourself with every single day. You know, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Every single day, those people that you're surrounding yourself with, you become the average of those people. So whether those people are being lazy, whether those people don't, no matter what they're doing, that's gonna rub off on you. We are our environments. Think about that. We are our environment. So, I mean, the mentorship, This is probably one of my favorite things, when it comes to trading. You need that, guys. I mean, you go out there and you look for other courses. You look for courses online. There's thousands of dollars for weekends, even a week, say 7 days, $2,500, $5,000, $30,000 for these courses. It's absolutely insane. So when I saw this for the average person, like I didn't know Colton, I didn't know Chase, for the average person to come in here and be able to get started for less than $200. I know a lot of people on this call have $200 on their feet. I know a lot of people on this call spend $200 on a night out with people that they don't even remember, right? So $200, this is not an issue. Now, it does get, a little bit of issue when it comes to having, the average person know nothing, well, how much do they want to go ahead and invest? Because think about it. When you go ahead and you invest your money, you do not want to invest any money that you are not willing to lose. All right? Does that make sense? Make sure everybody knows that. You're not wanting to invest any money that you are not willing to lose. So with that being said, we have, let me go over this real quick. So yeah, like I said, guys, 200, that really gets you everything. That gets you everything that you need to come in here. And how it works is simple. You literally get registered like you're taking an online class at a university. It takes 5 minutes, get registered, 5-10 minutes. And then what you do is whoever reached out to you about this call, they're going to actually get you started. We do about a 45-minute launch call. So we can actually sit down and say, hey, how much money do you want to make, in the next 6 months, right? How much hours per week are you willing to put in, right? And that's where we're going to set these goals, these 30-day goals, these 60-day goals, these 90-day goals. And I'm telling you, that's one of the biggest things when it comes to anything, no matter whether it's Forex, any of this, guys. If you set goals every day and you review your goals every day and you take the actions necessary to get there, there is no reason that you will not hit those goals. So that's how the process goes when you get started. We come in here and like I said, we're business partners now. We're not just, you're not on your own. We are actual business partners. We do calls every single day. We do these calls every day for new people, and we do trainings every single day for the squad. All right. And there's hours and hours, like Colton said, on the IML TV, with all the Forex trainings and everything like that. So we're live almost, every hour of the day. So now this is one of my favorites. This is our referral program. So the biggest thing with this is when somebody comes in and they want to learn, right? Most of the time, you want to learn this with other people. You want to get advice from other people. Guys, think about it. If I'm over here and I'm on the web analyzer and I see a nice trade, then I could call my business partner and I can ask him about it, right? Then I could go onto the scanner and the TV. Once you have all these multiple confirmations is what we're looking for. We're looking for multiple confirmations. So that way, if this says it's going to buy, and this says it's going to buy, and this says it's going to buy, and then I call Colton and Chase and they say it's going to buy, what do y'all think it's going to do? Most of the time it's going to buy, and you're going to buy and you're going to profit. So that's where the training and support and the 2 and free come in. When you come in here and you're learning, when you refer 2 other people to come learn with you, your entire subscription is waived. iMarketsLive will waive your entire subscription for you showing 2 other people that they can come in here and be a part of this organization as well. And this really blew my mind because nothing in life is free. Nothing in life is free. But if you're able to go out there and, like I said, provide value to other people, it's a simple philosophy of life that I, it never even came across my mind, like in college, guys. It wasn't 2 weeks before I graduated from college where I really figured out what it was that I wanted to do, and it was from that cash flow quadrant that really changed my entire paradigm when it comes to all this stuff. And another big thing, like I said, regardless if any of this is for you on this call, you need to figure out how to take advantage of the times that we're in and start to leverage technology, because technology is taking over. Yes, robots will be taking over the world eventually. Guys, we will be moving on to a different space. Like, guys, there is so many technological changes that's going to go on in the next 50 years that people will look back at this time that we're in. and they will literally this time will be remembered for so long. I mean, social media, this is one of the biggest things right now. If you're not utilizing social media, you guys can connect with anybody from the entire world. You're one DM, one text, and that's what happened to me. I was one phone call away from an entirely different life. I was one presentation. I was one home event. I was one text away from a whole different life, right? Because it's all about, like Colton said, the knowledge is great, but applying the knowledge is one of the biggest things. Poor is not about finances. Guys, poor is simple. It's passing over opportunities repeatedly, right? So, whether there's skeptics on this call, guys, keep an open mind, because a closed mind is going to be the most expensive thing that you will own in this economy, because there are so many changes that are going on. Real estate's not the same, guys. Music industries, all these industries are changing, right? And first and foremost, it's the industry of affiliate marketing. So I am about to wrap up here, but I want to pull up this really quick. If we go to Walmart.com, I want everybody to see this. I'm going to go to Walmart.com. All right, and what I'm going to do is, okay. So what I'm going to do is scroll down. If you guys scroll down to sell on Walmart. So Walmart is the biggest traditional company out there. Most people know that. They're the biggest traditional company out there. They are now using the affiliate marketing business model to sell their products. They are letting social media influencers be able to sell their products and make money. Walmart will pay them. Walmart will pay you. You can do it. Walmart will pay you. Like I said, whether Forex and crypto and all this stuff is for you, guys, that doesn't matter. But I need everyone on this call to start taking advantage of technology, or you will get left behind. All right, so look, Walmart's online marketplace picks up sellers momentum. So guys, I just wanted to bring that up real quick and show you, whether you're going to do it or not, this is just a way that business is happening. And it's because we are the most socially connected generation to ever live. That's us. And so, man, when I was first introduced to this industry of network marketing, my whole entire life changed. I mean, most people have residual bills, and most people do not have residual income. When I first learned about it, I literally told myself, hey, I would do whatever it takes to create residual income. I will do whatever it takes, guys. And so whether you grew up wanting to be an athlete or a musician or an actor, guys, the industry of network marketing, not only do 80% of women who make six figures a year come from the industry of network marketing, 80% of women who make six figures a year, 80%, not only do they come from network marketing, but network marketing has created more millionaires over the last 40 years than any other industry combined. Guys, I can't shoot like Steph. I can't rap like Drake. Right? I'm not Justin Bieber, guys. But I can network my ass off. I can use social media, right? I can provide value and show other people something that has an opportunity to change their life. And guys, there's going to be people that come in here and they don't see success because they don't do what it takes. But at the end of the day, when you get those text messages, when you change that person's life, when that person made $100, $200, $1,000 in the market, right, and they knew nothing about Forex before, how do you think that will make you feel? Think about that for a second. How do you think that would make you feel when you are able to go out there and now be a teacher, right? That's all I do. I teach, right? I learn every single day. I'm a grower. I learn and I teach other people, right? And that's my passion. So guys, if you want to go out there and build a business, this is absolutely something that you're able to do. Now, keep in mind, this is absolutely going to be optional. So if you're just interested in the trading aspect, we have about 80% of our customers that do not do the residual income side. Now, we have about 20% that are super excited about the residual income side because they see the power of what this can do. Right, guys? Just like Amazon, just like Uber. This is the way that businesses are transforming, right? When is the last time that you bought something off a billboard? When is the last time that you bought something off a radio commercial? When's the last time you guys bought something off of, a commercial on TV, whatever, and that's one of the biggest things. Like, it's just a trend that's switching. And if we do not take advantage of what's going on, you know, we're not gonna be able to be a part of the wealth transfer. That's the biggest thing. The reason why the wealth is spreading, right? Out of that 10, remember, 10 people have as much money as half the world. So the reason why it's spreading is because we now have that opportunity right here. So, you know, are we going to continue just scrolling through Facebook and just fucking watching people's shit? Or are we going to actually become a business owner and we're actually going to use Instagram and Facebook to our advantage? I mean, excuse my language, guys. I'm just fired up. I mean, this is super exciting. I mean, I wake up every day trying to figure out who's the next person's life that I can change. Whether I meet them at the gym, whether I meet them looking at hashtags on Instagram, I reach out to them. You know, I say, yo, I love your stuff, bro. I saw you just graduated. You know, what are you doing, bro? Like, whatever it is, guys, we're able to go out there and change people's lives. So, like I said, I don't even want to even go into the numbers with you. But, guys, you can make as much money as you want. Yes. When I first heard this is why I told you I will do whatever it takes to create residual income. Because what I'm talking about here is being able to write your own paycheck. Not only can you write your own paycheck in the markets, but how many people are you allowed to go talk to per day? You can talk to as many people as you want. Guys, this is crazy. We can write our own paychecks by talking to as many people as we want. So, guys, I mean, me currently, I am right here at the Platinum 1000 rank. All right, so that's $1,000 a month, $250 every single week. And, you know, this is just the beginning. Like Holton said, we went from 1,000 customers to 80,000 customers in the last 15 months. That was the first wave that came in. We just went from a $10 million business to a $100 million business of teaching and educating people of the foreign exchange market. All right, so we have people all the way at the top ranks of Chairman 500. Just at an event in New York, we had an event right now in Dallas. There's events like this going on all across the world. We had a huge event in Trinidad. Belgium is popping off. Paris. So many different countries, so many different states, you know, that are able to have this opportunity there. And, you know, that's one of the biggest things. If you know, talking to other people is not for you, that's okay as well, because this is with a #1 network marketing company where you don't have to go out and sell and recruit and do all this stuff to make any money. You could simply learn how to trade and learn this skill. So that's one of the biggest things that got me. You know, one of the people that was getting into our business, you know, he actually had autism. You know, he wasn't able to go out there and talk to other people and share the opportunity, but what was he able to do? You know, in any other company where you had to go out there and sell lotions and potions and all these different things, he couldn't do that. He could not succeed in that. He wasn't able to write his own paycheck. He didn't have that opportunity like we do, right? But what he did have is the ability to learn how to trade in the Forex market, right? So keep in mind, you guys can make as much money as you want with this. There's 2 different streams that you'll be looking at. You know, but like I said, they are going to be optional when it comes to building your business. However, you know, that is something that is enabled to have you not only have a lot more passion and purpose, be it by being able to have a purpose by helping others, but you're obviously going to be able to make a lot more money that way as well. So, you know, and along with the autism, even in other countries, an extra $100, $200 in the market, I mean, this is absolutely insane for people in Trinidad, for people in Mexico, right? $600 is a like monthly income, like for people in Mexico. Like an extra $600 will cover whatever they want, you know. And even an extra $600 here, like, guys, it'll get rid of 80% of bankruptcies, 80% of divorces. That'll cover your car bill. That'll cover your insurance as well. You know, whatever it is that it'll do, like, we're not here to tell you you're going to become a millionaire overnight, because that is simply not the case. Yeah, I've had people been in for 3 months, cash out 10 grand. Yeah, I've had people cash out 2 grand overnight, come knocking on my door, you know, but there are success stories out there. There are those out there, but at the end of the day, we're here for the long-term vision. We're here for the long-term vision to have our money continuously working for us as we sleep. So appreciate everybody being on this call. You guys are either a 1, 2, or 3. So make sure you get back to the person who got you on this call. And if you're a 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you're a 1, you're not interested in this at all. And, if that was the case, you probably would not be on this call anymore. So with that being said, you guys are either a number 2, 3, or 4. And if you're number 2, all right, it means you simply want to learn how to trade. So get back to the person that got you on this call and start asking them all your questions, and then ask them how and when you can get started, when they can do that 45-minute launch call with you to get all your softwares, your scanners, all your web analyzers and everything set up so you can get to work and get to studying. How to access your IML Academy and TV and all that. Or you guys are number 3, and not only do you want to do that, but you are interested in working with 2 other individuals and receiving your subscription for free. So, or you're number 4, and you guys want to not only learn this skill, but you guys want to build this business and you want to show as many people as possible. And hit chairman, man. Hit chairman. We've got a lot of chairmans that are going to be popped this year. That's a 6-figure income, $2,500 a week, just by teaching and sharing people the power of the Forex market. So get back to the person that got you on this call. Let them know, hey, I'm a 2, I'm a 3, or I'm a 4. Make sure you get your questions answered, and let's hopefully be talking to you guys on a launch call in the next hour or so. Appreciate everybody getting on this call, and we will talk soon. Peace.